Hi everybody.
Hi, everybody.
My name is Gary and this is Marianne,
Hi.
and we are doing week two, day two of the Forever a Catholic devotional for your marriage. God, why do I keep looking at the title? I should know this already. But yes.
Okay.
So we're gonna share the daily challenge.
Wait, day
Oh,
two is
a love of choice. Share with your spouse an example of a friendship of utility or pleasure that you have had at some point in your life. Discuss a common goal or goals in your own relationship that unites you both in a virtuous friendship. Example of a friendship of utility or pleasure that I had at some point in my life. As far as friendships, I think it'll be like my college friends, in particular those that were in my year, um, a few that were a year ahead of me, and then a few that are a year below me as well. So we all had a common bond. I guess no, we all bonded well. Like I got to know my friends, um, not I got to know them freshman year, but I really got to know them personally my sophomore year in college, and then going into junior and senior year. Then we just really clicked and connected. A few ups and downs, but I think that's when my core group of friends got really tight. And then even to this day, even though we're like all apart doing our own thing, when we get together, we really have fun. And that friendship, not only just like friendships in my own class, uh, my own grade level in college, but it's also some of them were in my fraternity as well. But even though some were in a fraternity and some were in like in other groups or clubs, we still connected in spite of. So that's nice. As far as my friendship goes with my friends in college or from college. And then as far as our common goal, I think what brought us together really was God. God was our matchmaker. It's our faith that brought us together and kind of guides us along. And then heaven is our ultimate goal, for ourselves and then also for our family, the kids and stuff. So and then friends, other family members, and people we meet along the way. We hope that we inspire them to achieve heaven in their lives, or even to desire heaven in their life.
Amen. I like your friends. You have nice friends.
Thanks.
Gary has really good friends. The first time I hung out with them, I just thought that they're a really fun bunch of guys and just genuinely good people, really nice young men. And so I appreciate your circles that you ran in college. So thanks, guys, for being Gary's friend. You guys have been really great in our lives.
Okay.
Okay, so we have Rosary with us now, and it's my turn. Two of the friendships that I'm going to talk about, just because they're just as special to me, but in two different contexts, are my friend Eileen and my best friend Jen. So I'm going to start off with Jen because I met her first. Jen is my sorority sister. We founded Kappa Psi Epsilon together with 22 other young women at Cal State Long Beach. And we got really close because I was president and she was my secretary. And Jen is just a really fun person. She's so great to be around. She's very uplifting. And I'm always laughing around her. One of the nights that we got really close was when she shared with me that her dad was sick. And she knew that my dad had passed away the year before we founded the sorority. So she could find a confidant in me and know that I understood where she was at. And that's really what strengthened our friendship, because we knew that we could really connect on a whole other level beyond just, the parties and the fun that we had. So Jen continues to stay in my life, though we don't see each other as often. We try to encourage each other in our vocations, in marriage and in family life. She also has 5 kids, and she and Dave are doing a beautiful job raising their 4 boys and little girl. So I appreciate Jen's presence in our lives because my sisters and I tag her the 4th sororitorio sister, because she's just part of our family. Jen, if you ever get to watch this, I love you so much, and I'm really grateful that you've come into my life in such a special way. The other friendship that I'm going to talk about is my friend Eileen. And I met Eileen through UCI, Liwanag. I think it was a spirit rally that they had a long time ago where I spoke, and then we got to get to know each other through this ministry called Days with the Lord. And in Days with the Lord, they have an adoration room called the Disco, and Jesus is just there. And so what we do is we make sure that everybody stays vigil with Jesus, like nobody leaves him alone. And whenever there were retreat talks going on and activities, there always had to be somebody in that room. So it happened to be that Eileen and I would see each other all the time in the disco, but we would never talk. Like, she was just always there, and I was there. And we wouldn't talk because we're in adoration with Jesus. So every retreat, I would see her there, we'd be praying silently. And after a while, we decided, hey, let's go out to lunch. So the first time that Eileen and I went to lunch, it was really weird because we didn't know how to talk to each other because our friendship was based on adoration. But, you know, conversations started. We got to know each other over the years. And she's just been a very inspirational presence in our lives because of the peace that she exudes from her. I mean, just being around her, I always feel like I'm calmer and in a better place because I'm reminded that the world, as crazy as it can be, isn't as bad because there's always that relationship with Jesus that I can always have no matter what circumstances I find myself in. And Eileen's really been supportive of our journey as a family. She's been there for a lot of different things. She is the Ninang, or godmother, of John Paul. And hi. And she lives with us now, which is wonderful because the conversations and passing that we have in the hallway and in the kitchen and dining room, these normally would be over text message, you know, and there's so much that we have to share with each other that I'm really grateful that she's here to offer her presence and her prayers, because I know whenever I need prayer, no matter what, she'll pull through. She'll do a holy hour for our family, no matter what we need, and whenever she needs prayers, that she can always count on me to lift her up for whatever it is that she needs. And I think that that's a really important friendship that I really do depend on nowadays, especially as things can get kind of hard just with life happening. So for Gary and I, the common goal that we have that unites us both in a virtuous friendship is to raise our children together. So we're constantly talking about how important it is for us to be on our A game with our spirituality. And so Gary will send me to adoration if he can see that I need it. He sent me to confession. He told me to get in the confession line, even if the confession line's like 45 minutes long at St. Peter Chanel. But I really appreciate that because I know that that's his goal, is to make sure that I'm good with God. And I don't know what I would do with that because I need somebody to hold me accountable. And he doesn't do it in a harsh way. Thank you for just gently prompting me to go. Another one of the goals that we have is to finish this book. We are going to finish this book at some point. As busy as we are, it's been quite a challenge to just stop what we're doing and take the time to do the devotional. But I think that having something that has an end to it like this is really powerful for us, because we know, okay, you know what, it's something that we have to finish. Like heaven, we're going to get there. We don't know when we're going to get there and you know how long it's going to take, but we know that that's the finish line. This devotional, however, Going Through Forever, written by Jackie and Bobby Angel, is something that is a short-term goal that's helping our friendship, because again, we have to prioritize. We have to prioritize the time that we spend together and to just talk and to connect. And it's been really helpful when we do.
Yeah.
Yes. That's it for today. The next time we get together, we're going to be talking about Eros, the Eros love, true, good, and beautiful. So stay tuned for next time. And God bless you all, and we'll see you soon.
All right. Bye. God bless.